I want to welcome each and every one of you to join with us in these 31 days of word, fasting, and prayer. Over these 31 days, we get to pull out our knives and forks, open up our Bibles, and work with God's Spirit as He speaks to us about arguably the greatest chapter of the greatest letter of the greatest book of all time, Romans chapter 8. When the Apostle Paul first pens this letter, he does so around about 55 to 57 AD, and he writes to a group of mixed Christians in the city of Rome. These Christians are made up of both Jews and Gentiles, and he addresses, particularly in the first 7 chapters, very real and confronting issues of sin, humanity's struggle, law, limitations of the law, and despair that we can feel. But we see a movement of the gospel being explained to the gospel being experienced. And Romans chapter 8 verse 1 kicks off with, therefore now there is no condemnation for us, for those that are in Christ Jesus. And that sets the tone for the whole chapter. Starting off with no condemnation, ending off with no separation from the love of God in Christ Jesus. And that's a key word for us, being in Christ Jesus. Because it's in Christ Jesus that we get to experience life in the Spirit, freedom found in Him. We get to experience hope and again this unbreakable bond of love because of Jesus. As we read through this chapter, why not consider journaling every single day? Set aside 20 to 30 minutes, be it in the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, at the end of the day, and engage with God's Spirit, asking, Lord, how might I think differently? How might I pray differently? How might I relate to you, God, differently, and even others? Lord, how are you speaking to me and changing me? So we don't just want information, we want revelation that produces transformation. And as we go through this book together, particularly this chapter, I want to encourage you, don't leave Jesus out of the conversation. Don't just treat it like another book that you're reading. Take a moment, take a pause to reflect, to engage with God and see what He's saying to you in this season. How might our lives look differently? What is He saying as we move forward? Whatever your experience is, whether you are new to your faith in Christ, whether you've been walking with Jesus for years or decades, why not consider coming with fresh eyes and ears and a soft heart? Let's not come as though this is some sort of religious activity, because we want daily bread. We want fresh manna. I don't just want to live off yesterday's revelation. I need revelation in this present season. So let's come with faith and openness and a soft heart to see what God says and does through us and in us and for us through these 31 days of word, fasting, and prayer. God bless you.
Word Fasting and Prayer begins on March 1st and will continue for the whole month. Journals are available in the foyer, or you can download them from the website. Daily devotional videos will be available on the website and our Facebook group. Journals for our Zambian churches have been printed in Zambia. We have the opportunity to bless the churches there by making a donation towards the cost for their journals. Please consider making a donation at the info desk.